Welcome into Legally Speaking with LawyerLisa, where we sit down with one of the only elder care attorneys in the Palmetto State, LawyerLisa Hostetler Brown. She helps you plan ahead for your golden years, avoid issues, and maximize your options. Let's take a look at this week's conversation.
Hi, I'm Lisa Hostetler Brown, and welcome to Legally Speaking with LawyerLisa. A little bit about me. I'm a certified specialist in elder law, certified by the National Elder Law Foundation. I've been a certified specialist going on 10 years, and I have my own firm since 2014. I'm here to talk to you today about some of the things that you may need for your estate planning and possibly elder law needs down the road. So let's get started on some of the basics so that you can understand what you might need and what you or your family might need to do to get your affairs in order. First thing I want you to think about is this is really life planning. This is the kind of stuff that everybody needs. Don't think of this as a morbid situation where you need to worry about dying. Think of it as planning ahead. Just like you buy car insurance for your car. You don't worry about getting in a wreck every minute. Well, I guess it depends what interstate you're on, but other than that, it really is important stuff. And you need to make sure that you're prepared just in case. And then as you get older, there's some things that you need to put in place just to make sure that it's taken care of if and when you might need it. So what do you need for estate planning? Well, the most important thing that you need is a plan. So a lot of people might think, oh, I need to go to the lawyer and get documents, but that is not the basis of what you're doing. What you're really trying to do is put a plan in place so that if and when you need these things, if you become incapacitated and when you pass away, that you have the right plan in place, that your family and your loved ones are all taken care of. So a will is one of the most basic documents that a lot of people have heard of, and a will is great for every situation. It covers anything that might happen. And especially if you're younger, a will can be a great basic document that everyone should have. And if you haven't looked at your will in a long time, or you don't have one, this is a good opportunity to start your estate planning process and at least get something in order. Now, another important document that everybody needs is a financial power of attorney. And how complex or basic this document is really depends on where you are in life. And so if you're a younger person, and I'm even talking to those college students that are, don't really have a lot going on and are invincible and aren't thinking about what might happen for the future, you might need a financial power of attorney in case you got sick or in case you needed your mom to call somebody and argue about a financial dispute or talk to an insurance company. You can't do that without a financial power of attorney. And so having those documents in place for any sort of unexpected event is really important. Now, if you have a more complex situation or as you're getting older, that financial power of attorney needs to have additional provisions in it. So while a basic power of attorney works great when you're young, it may not cover all your bases as you age. So your estate plan needs to evolve as you get older, as your assets change, and as you become responsible for more people and things in your life. Just like when you have children, you need to have some documents in place, including a will to say what happens to your children if something happens to you. This is a basic responsibility that you have as a parent to get this stuff in order just in case. And then again, as you get older, you might want to refine your documents to say with more specificity how things will happen as you age, including your long-term care needs. How will you access care? Do you want to stay at home? Do you want to go to a facility? How will you pay for those things? This is all part of the planning that we're going to be talking about. And so we have developed a resource for this. We have a QR code that you can go to. It has a quick little quiz that you can take so that you can self-assess and get an idea of where you might be in the estate planning process. Maybe you just need some basic documents. It'll give you an idea of what it is that you might need. Maybe you need something a little more complex. Maybe you have a business. Maybe you have a lot of things going on, a lot of balls in the air. That might be something where you might need a trust set up. And then for some people, you might be looking at what kind of care needs you need for the future. That might involve developing a plan for how you're going to access quality care and who's going to help manage that without it being a burden on your loved ones. You're going to need a whole different set of documents, but more importantly, a different plan. So take the quiz and self-assess, and our series is going to focus on all the little pieces and all the things that you need to be doing along the way.